Hello, and welcome to the Thirsty Bitches podcast, where we talk about anything under the sun, from books to entertainment to self-help and even a little spice. I'm Victoria.
I'm Kiara.
And I'm Katalyn.
And today we're here to talk about something a little controversial, but authors using the clout of other authors to promote their work. And what I mean by this...
We love talking controversial shit. We love talking controversial shit. What are you talking about?
I like to fight.
We sit here and we call out everyone on Book Talk. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but, anyways. What I say by authors using other authors' clout is when you see blurbs on the back that's like, for lovers of this book series or a favorite of this author, it's just like, let your book fly on its own merit. It's one thing to have the readers be like, oh yeah, if you really liked this book, you like this one. It's a whole other thing to have authors use it as a part of their promotional material. It just seems like you don't think that your book can fly on its own, or you're trying to use the clout of another fellow author to promote your work. It's just, I don't think people should do it, you know? That's
where we're going with this.
That's where we're going.
That's where we're going. But before we get into that, we are going to do our quenchful moments. And if you're new here, a quenchful moment is something happy or exciting that's happened to us over the last week or so that we wanted to share with each other and with you. So to start us off, Katalyn, what's your quenchable moment this week?
My quenchable moment. So, as you both know, I got that arc for The Light Conquering by Emma Steinbrucker.
Oh my god, did I know?
And
you got an arc?
I know, right?
From Emma?
But the thing is, so I was going to see how many pages it was, because on my Kindle it only shows up as location, and it's really fucking annoying.
I fucking hate that.
But she sends a PDF so I can see how many pages. And so I didn't read the last page, I just saw the page number, but then the acknowledgements were there. And so obviously I looked at the acknowledgements. And she included me and the other ARC readers by name in the acknowledgements.
So sweet. Yeah, you sent me a picture of that and I'm like, that's so cute.
And then when I posted on my story, like, happy release day for her, she was like, just checking, did you look at the acknowledgements? And I was like, yeah. So, anyways.
That's so cute.
It's also very close to my heart because she's the first author to give me an arc. So,
and you've had a lot since then too.
Yeah,
a few. So yeah, that's my quenchable moment.
I love that. We're big stans of Emma over here at the Thirsty Bitches podcast. Victoria and I have not read it at all.
Not yet,
but we will.
But we support her, so that's all that matters.
Yep.
Victoria, what was your quenchable moment?
My quenchable moment is an Instagram account that I randomly stumbled across one day. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of most types of Asian media. I have been into K-pop since I was about 14, and it has been with me.
Oh my god, you like K-pop? I like K-pop.
Who knew?
What? Oh my god.
But I came across an account called The Dive Studios. They have like a podcast and they do interviews, and I was watching some of these and just dying, just cracking up. Eric Nam,
she sends
typically
I love Eric. I love him.
He typically does the interviews. He is an idol from the US. I've been following his career for a really long time.
My friends doing Celebrity Realtor now.
Please. When I saw that on his Instagram, I was like, can you stop?
Eric.
But he's very funny, and I really appreciate the fact that they're doing a lot with idols that are either from English-speaking countries or where English is a language that they use a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really fun. And I'm really happy specifically to see Jamie. She cracks me up. She's just very, like, no bullshit and will say whatever she wants. And I love her. And it's great.
No, so one of my favorite interviews that Eric did was with Jackson.
Oh my god, the interview with Jackson is so good. Ages. He did the same thing with I'm so confused on
wait, no, how old are you?
He looks very good for his age.
They all do. And he said his age and he's like young. And Eric's like, Jackson!
Jackson gives 0 shits. It's a really good one. But yeah, if you guys are interested in K-pop or K-dramas, or K-media just as a general, definitely check them out. Very funny. I almost peed myself a couple of times watching some of the interviews. So,
Damn.
10 out of 10 would recommend. Anyways, Kira, what was your quenchable moment this week?
My quenchable moment is actually gonna be different than what's on our outline.
Okay.
That's fun.
We were at Pike this last weekend, and there was an area of the second level in Pike, so like under the first level where the fish throwing
Yeah,
is.
the lower level.
That we didn't go into. Like, I've never been into, and I've been there a couple of times. And there's like this really cute, like small jewelry store. And I felt like this was like fate coming across this. When we first moved into this apartment, my hematite bracelet broke. Not the beads, but like the band. And I have been looking for a replacement. We stumbled into the shop, and normally I can't find these anywhere, but they had black tourmaline bracelets. And those are really good for expelling negativity in your life, and they kind of fuck you up a little bit when you first use them. But I was like, I feel like this is fate with everything going on. I didn't tell you guys this, but I was texting Jen and my mom, and just before my life like blew up, we were at Disneyland. Like literally the Tuesday before the car accident, and the Tuesday 2 weeks before I lost my job, we were at Disneyland. And now I'm going home again, and I'm doing Taylor, and I'm going to Disneyland. And I just feel like the timing it's feeling really good. Like, I am bookending this tumultuous time in my life with 2 Disneyland trips. And so I bought the black tourmaline bracelet because I felt like this was a sign to have it to help kind of expel the negativity in my life and to just start something fresh and new. So I got it. I'm wearing it with my Evil Eye bracelet. Just so you know, PSA people, if you are wearing an Evil Eye, make sure you bought it for yourself and that no one gave it to you. That is bad luck. That is bad juju. So make sure you bought it for yourself, whether it's a bracelet or a necklace or earrings or a ring or just like a piece of the Evil Eye that you're hanging in your room. Someone can make one for you. That's fine. But no one can buy it for you. So
fair.
PSA. But that's my quenchable moment, is that I got the black tourmaline. I'm feeling pretty good going into this new season of my life, hopefully.
Good vibes.
Good vibes only. Good vibes only.
So as you guys know, I've been on a health journey, and with that, I've been looking for tools and products to help me get my health back in check. One of the things I've really been focusing on is staying hydrated, and a product that's really helped me with that is Liquid IV. In just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than with water alone. It's also come in super clutch when I'm out and about, and I realize I haven't hydrated well enough. Plus, it's super convenient to keep in my bag or in my car in case of an emergency. Right now, you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code STAYTHIRSTY at checkout. That's 20% off of anything you order when you shop for better hydration today using promo code STAYTHIRSTY at liquidiv.com. Stay thirsty, bitches. Well, on to something that's not necessarily good vibes. I just always get really aggravated when I see, especially when I see authors doing this, pushing the "it's just like this" series. And it's either, we were just talking about this, it's either an exact copy, like near to an exact copy, or it's nothing like that. Because I tend to stick really hard and close to genres that I really like and follow in the vein of books that I really like, as we can see from the 3-year Dramini journey that I've been on.
And it's not stopping anytime soon. This train has there's no chance of this
There's no
train
end in
stopping.
sight.
Nope.
So when I am told that a book gives the same vibes as another favorite of mine, I'm like, okay, bet. And I'll read it and then be disappointed, and it just pisses me off. So I get very angry. And I just don't like it.
it's
Yeah.
like, for me, like, I will, if someone tells me that a series or a book gave them the same feelings that another series or book gave them, I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, that makes sense. Like with, obviously we all had felt a certain way reading SJM for the first time.
Mhm.
Mhm.
ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, Crescent City, whichever one it was. Personally, I didn't get the same feeling with Crescent City that I got with the other two, but
Mhm.
I still love it nonetheless.
Mhm.
And I have never been able to find that feeling
Mhm.
anywhere. And then I
Yeah.
read Fourth Wing, and it really did make me feel tally. It really did make me feel the same way I did when I read ACOTAR for the first time. And so when people tell
Mhm.
me that it gave them that same feeling, I'm like, okay, I can
Yeah.
trust that. But if they come up to me and they're just like, oh, this book is like the same, like it's so good, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
if you tell me that, I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's okay when people are like, this evokes the same feeling. And I honestly, to an extent, am more okay with a reader being like, it's just like this series. I'm just not okay with authors doing it. Like, I
Yeah.
really hate seeing promotional materials where it shouts out specific series, and it's like for readers of lovers, for lovers of ACOTAR, or lovers of Harry Potter, or lovers of this, lovers
And
of
it's
like,
on
don't
every,
use it
especially
on your
on like
promotional material.
That has
Amazon
happened with
has it
yeah.
on at the top before all the synopsises of the books. It's right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because that has happened, I think, with both well, with Zodiac for sure. They're like, it's a more
Mhm.
mature Harry Potter. It's nothing like
No, it's
that.
not.
It's nothing like
And then
Harry Potter.
Deadly Education, I've compared it kind of to that because I don't know how else to explain the school,
Hmm.
but like it's still nothing
Yeah,
like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
it's nothing like Harry Potter, but I think the setup, there's like
Mhm.
it's like the way, it's hard to explain. I know where you're coming from with it, Katalyn, because I am also reading it.
Yes,
Nothing like Harry Potter, but I feel like the school setup of it,
Hmm.
like
makes people
this magical
automatically.
school that people can't find, can't get to
Mhm.
easily. They have a lot of stuff they're going through, the friendships that they have to make, the bonds,
Yeah,
Hmm.
very
but like
similar.
that's it.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
It's very
but like
But
similar, but
yeah. But if I were to see on the cover of the book for lovers of Harry Potter,
mhm.
immediate turn off.
what does it say?
I'm looking to see if
Now
this
she's
stuff.
like, I gotta look.
These are actual reviews though.
Yeah.
Mine's somewhere over there. I have
And
the
like,
book here.
Black reviewed it.
and even to an
Green.
extent, I don't love to see like Casey McQuinson's favorite author. Like, why is that on there?
Yeah.
Like, it's cool that Casey loves that book. Awesome. Love that for them.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, you shouldn't be using Casey's clout as an author
Yeah.
and her notoriety to promote yourself.
Like, I would
Mhm.
rather see, and there's certain books that have this, I would rather see readers and their reviews on
Yeah.
books. There
Mhm.
are, I think, the new editions of the Fourth Wing copies have uh reviews from people from TikTok, like just readers. It
Hmm.
has some of their reviews on these books. And I would rather
Yeah.
see that. Because I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
I want to know
I
what
mean,
the readers are saying about this.
even
Yeah.
even
Because
like the reviews on the back from other authors is fine, but like yeah. Yeah.
but the part of the reason why I'm mistrustful of stuff like that is, what if they're in the same publishing house
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
it's the publishers who decided to put that on there? We don't know for a fact that that's that author's favorite author.
Yeah.
They may not have any choice in whether that's on there. So it just feels really disingenuous. I would much rather see, like, again, like, using Casey as an example, if because I saw at some point a book with her specifically on there. I would much rather go onto some kind of platform and see a review from Casey, like a genuine review from them,
Mhm.
stating why they love this book, than seeing that random blurb on the cover somewhere. It comes across as disingenuous.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I'm very mistrustful of those things.
I think this plays into, reader spaces and author spaces a
Mhm.
lot. It's like the original reader space and author space before we actually had like
Mhm.
these spaces specifically. Um I see it as like a Rotten Tomato-esque type situation. The author's reviews to me are like critic reviews, and I don't care
Mhm.
about those.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
know the tomato score from the viewers. That's what
Yeah.
I care about.
Because the other thing too is authors, when reviewing other authors' work, unless that author is problematic, they have to kind of play it safe. They can't tank somebody else's career just because they didn't like that book. Like they're not
Mhm.
gonna be able to be fully honest about it. So
Yeah.
I would just rather get reviews from fellow readers, and it's not something I love. And you know what? You don't have to use the notoriety of another author to get your work out there.
Mhm.
Like a lot of these books that have gotten popular, especially with the for lovers of ACOTAR or fans of SJM, a lot of those books, in my opinion, would benefit more from not using that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of sometimes shy away from that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm like,
Because
Exactly.
when I see that, I think that what the author is trying to do is recreate
yeah,
things in the SJM's worlds. Like, and I don't want to see that. Like, I want to see something unique. Like, I want to see something new. Like the Skull series. Like
Mhm.
that is such a unique way of showing us a different magic system. Like where the school is specifically in the universe. Where
I
is the
know.
school? We don't know. Like
Floating
Exactly.
somewhere.
it's so like it's just so interesting to see new takes. Like that's what when I'm reading a book, like I don't want to read something that is like if I wanted to read something that was similar to something else I had read, I'll fucking read a retelling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or
Like
reread the book.
or reread the book, which I'm doing
Yeah.
currently right now with you'll never guess.
Fourth Wing?
Wing.
Like I will just reread the fucking book. Like I
Yeah.
don't need to read a book that is similar.
Yeah.
No.
Like
And
stop
like
doing that. Come up
we
with
are
an
fully
original thought, please.
yeah, and we are all fully aware of the fact that, like, okay, Faye, for example, they're the hot pick right now. It's bound to happen that there are similarities, but
Mhm.
you're just making it harder for us to keep you in your own space when you add stuff like, oh well, if you loved this series, you'll love this one.
Mm-hmm.
It you need to be your own author, and you need to be your own person, and I I just want you to have your own genuine recognition and not ride on the coattails of another author,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I just get really annoyed by reviews like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I mostly read fan fiction, because I don't have to worry about that shit.
True.
Valid.
And fan fiction reviews are very honest. We're real. If we don't like shit, we'll say so.
We'll let you know.
But I will say, though, this is going to be a little bit of a sidebar. With fan fiction, readers are a lot more graceful because this is not their job. They're doing this as a hobby. They do this for fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a lot kinder to my fan fiction authors than I am to published authors, because that's your job, or that's what you hope for your job to be. So, it needs to be professional and well
And
done.
that's why I didn't let Victoria touch my master's thesis, but she will be all over my book.
Yes. I'll be nice. You act like I'm gonna just sit here and be like, no, you're fucking stupid. You don't know what you're doing.
I know you're not gonna say that, but I know you're not gonna be kind about it, because that's not who you are, and that's not what I need when I'm wanting to be better.
It'll be like, Kiara, are you sure you want to phrase that way?
I don't know, Victoria,
Are
you
you
tell me,
absolutely positive?
should we phrase differently? I don't fucking know what I'm doing.
Are you positive that that's how you want to go about this? Because here's the issues that I'm seeing.
Like, I haven't even actually, like, really gotten into the nitty-gritty of it. And we've already had so many different conversations about, like, race relations and the magic systems and, being kind to how you phrase certain things. And I'm, like, just taking down as many notes as I can.
Mm-hmm. So,
That's another thing I want authors to learn.
listen to other perspectives.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want authors to be able to thrive on their own merit, is what I'm getting at. And I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice by trying to use the names of others it gives my best friend is Ben Affleck.
Yeah. Also, I think it's really important to like the adjacent part of it. Like, don't let people in your life go around saying that a book is similar either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're adjacent to you, they're gonna do whatever they can to make you sound good. Like, don't
Mm-hmm.
have your friends go around and say, oh, well, if you like dragons, like you're gonna love this. If you loved Fourth Wing, you'll love this book.
Mm-hmm.
Dragons are up and coming now.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if you love Akatar, like you'll love this book. Like she wrote this. I it's great. It's like please don't do that.
Yeah,
If
because
anything,
again, you're just
that is worse.
yeah, because it would really suck then to have it get out there and for people to read it and be like, it's not anything like these books, which is
Yeah.
fine. It doesn't have to be like those books.
It doesn't like
But
not
if you
every
push
book
too
needs to be similar.
heavily, then
Yeah.
the reviews will be like, well, it's nothing like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then that could be frustrating too.
Yeah, I mean, you can fully be like, this is the kind of feeling it evokes, like we were saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally fine.
And that's the one thing I love the most. It's like, tell me, how did this book make you feel?
Yes,
You know
absolutely.
who is so honest with me about how a book makes them feel? Tammy. Tammy is so honest about it.
Yeah.
Like I was reading We Are Okay by Nina LaCure
Mm-hmm.
a couple months ago. You guys know this. Fucking wrecked me. But I knew what I was getting into because Tammy was like, that made me
Mm-hmm.
cry. And I'm like, if it made Tammy cry, and she's a Leo
Mm-hmm.
with a Virgo moon. I think it's a
Mm-hmm.
Virgo moon. Like, and it made her cry? I'm gonna cry. Like,
Yeah.
so.
Well, I mean, even within our friend group, I know for me, like, people have looked at me point blank and been like, you're gonna hate it, so just don't even try. Like, Gabby is very
Gabby
honest with me about Zodiac
Zodiac
Academy
Academy.
because she knows what type of reader I am. She knows that I can't deal with grammar issues and I can't deal with
That's why I
weird
think
lingo
you would be
and.
fine with the audiobooks
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have the grammar issues. That's
But
what
I
I
also
think.
really don't like bully romances. I know that I love Draco Malfoy, but some of the things that we have been told in regards to how the relationships go, I would start murdering people.
I
You'd be
still
dead.
haven't even I read through book 4 and I have not picked it up.
I'm to
Yeah.
book 7. I haven't picked it up since I finished book 6, but
That's
They're just
okay.
everything's
Yeah.
happy. Everything's good. Everything's
spo-
okay right now.
They're just
Yeah,
so
I mean,
long.
quick spoilers for Zodiac Academy. She told me about one of the twins having their hair cut off by a boyfriend. I would have grabbed those scissors right out of his hand and stabbed him right in the neck.
Well, not really a boyfriend, but yes.
One of the love interests. I would have
Yeah.
taken those shears right from his hand and into the neck. They would have gone because you're not gonna fucking cut my hair. I don't give a shit who you are. I will stab you right in the goddamn neck. And that's why I can't read that series. One, because it's just not for me writing wise. It's not. In my opinion, just reading the excerpt that I did, it's not very good.
And that was like minimal compared to the other sister. And
Yeah.
what she experienced.
So minimal compared to what happens to the one.
See,
Yeah.
and that's why I know I could never read it. So,
Listen,
no
that first
offense,
book,
Peckham and Valenti. People love you. That's great. You're not for me. I'll never read your stuff. It's not good
and
for
that's
me.
another thing.
And Zodiac is nothing like Harry Potter. Anyways.
That's another thing for me is just because I like one author and what they write, and you tell me another author is writing the same way, doesn't mean I'm gonna like that same book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big advocate of everyone's gonna like things differently.
Mm-hmm.
Your yuck is my yum. My yuck is your yum. Like that is just.
Yeah,
I
I agree with that.
devour. I will devour certain things that other people are just like, I just didn't like it.
Yeah, I agree with the yuck and yum to an extent. I do think in some instances we need to stop being so gentle with certain authors
Oh, 100%.
and stop saying it's just not for me. Like, I don't think if your writing's not good, you need to know. There's a way to go about it. And I feel comfortable saying like the Zodiac Academy stuff isn't for me just because of the bully romance aspect. I think they are aware to an extent, like their writing could use some refining.
Oh, yeah.
And I know wholeheartedly that if they were traditionally published, they would have an editor and it would be a lot better, and that's great.
I mean, we are very vocal about JLA on here.
Yeah, but like, if you need an editor, you need a fucking editor. I'm tired of being the person to sugarcoat it and be like, it's not for me just because it's not edited. Like, no, it's bad. It's genuinely bad, and that's okay. But then there are some things that like are not for me, like bully romances, not it. Reverse harems,
not it. Wide shoes, not it.
Yeah. So, anyways, this was a little all over the place, but TLDR, authors, stop using other authors to promote your stuff. You don't have to do that.
Stop writing stuff similar to other popular books. Have an individual thought, okay?
Yeah.
Figure it out yourself.
Exactly. You can do it.
I'm doing it right now. It just takes a lot longer. I'm so sorry to tell you that.
You can be creative. It happens. People do it all the time. Every day. Anyways.
Build your mind palace. Write it out. And there you go. Do something new. Everyone's been so up the ass about the Fae for the past 5 years.
It's like the vampire craze all over again. I'm over it.
We are finally, and like Rebecca Yarros is just like dragons.
Mm-hmm. Writing dragons.
Dragging me out. Dragons.
Like, and everyone's like, oh shit. And for me, I'm just like, oh fuck. Like, because obviously you two know, like, my book is gonna have dragons in it. And I'm like, I'm gonna miss the wave. Like, shit. But, I will have an individual thought once, I publish my stuff. And dragons are not going to be all the rage anymore. So like, oh, this is different. This is different from what is it right now.
Yeah.
I think that's so important is like, bring something new to the table. Like,
yeah, we do everything in phases.
That's the whole point of of books and stuff. It's like, you can create something so completely different, and you can make me feel like I'm so boring all the time because I leave reading these books and I'm just like, our world fucking sucks. Like, there are planets out there, I kid you not, I will die on this hill. There are planets out there where this shit is actually happening, where they are fighting dragons, they have magic, there are mythical creatures. Like, that is happening out there.
Her ring light.
Will I ever go? No. Will I ever go? Absolutely not. Because you want to know what? Space travel fucking terrifies me. So, if you can figure out a way for me to, I don't know, be in cryo sleep during that,
it'll happen one day. Great. But yeah, everything happens in phases in the reader spaces. We had the vampire craze, and then it was dystopian. It's been fae for a little bit. It'll move into dragons.
Dystopian was tragic. Dystopian was tragic.
The dystopian era was
that's kind of fitting.
Yeah, the dystopian era
2010.
was.
I don't know what we were doing. We had Tumblr. We had Tumblr. It was dystopian. I think it's because we had just we had been in a recession for 2 years. We were like,
it was very.
What if it all fell apart?
What if there was some kind of massive solar flare that just took out the entire planet?
Yeah.
Nuclear warfare.
What if there was a big war and now we had to get reaped into a child fighting ring?
Man. Anyways, be original is all we're saying. Be yourself. That's all you gotta be. A lot of these authors didn't do the whole coattail thing. They did it on their own.
Stephanie Meyer said, vampires that sparkle, and Veronica Roth is just like, children killing each other.
Very different ends.
We're like, yum, yum, yum. Like, eat it up. We love this.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. Anyways, if you guys have any additional comments to add, let us know. You can use the Q&A feature on Spotify, or you can hit us up on any of the other platforms that we stream on. We love to see some YouTube comments. And you can always message us on Instagram at Thirsty Bitches Podcast. But for now, Kiara, will you take us out with an affirmation?
I will. So today's affirmation is, I am powerful and in control of my reality. I attract all that is good in this universe. I find myself in a state of perpetual happiness.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to tune in on Tasty Tuesdays and Thirsty Thursdays for all new episodes. Make sure to subscribe and follow our socials listed in the description. Make sure you like, rate, and leave a review for the podcast to help boost us across platforms. Have a lovely day, and remember, stay thirsty, bitches.